well, not even welcome back. This is a whole new video that we've done for our new channel, Project Boys Twist. So in this video, we're going to just start things off with cleaning the bikes, getting them cleaned up, because after a ride they just get dirty, caked up with mud, and I don't really want them to, not work. This is my bike, this lovely white one. As you can see, is a bit dirty and caked up in places, so we are going to get that sorted. This is my friend's bike, so we're going to get this cleaned up, get this one sorted and ready for ride. Then we got these two, so this is going to be a funny situation to talk about. So I found bikes. I found all four of these bikes I found, right? And I fixed them up and try to give them to my friends or family or people who actually want them. So the green one, it doesn't work, and I will show you why. The chain is completely rusted. It's bad, really bad. The tire flat, I can't fix that at the moment, so instead this is going to be a parts bike for the red one. The red one I found yesterday, and I fixed it up, got the tires repumped, and everything works flawlessly. The brakes, excellent. Has front and rear brakes, which I'm happy about actually, because that helps me not find brakes or fix them if I have to. This one has front and rear brakes. It is part electric, as you can see here, but I don't have the funds at the moment to get a battery, so I've just been riding around without it. I like the fact that it's not pedaled assisted, and it's just my raw power going into this bike. As you can see, it's scraped up bad and it needs a bit of a clean, so we're going to get this bike done as well. This is my friend's bike. It has a lovely shock in the middle for rear suspension, and front suspension is excellent. It only has rear brakes, however that's not much of a problem. You must be wondering where the front brake gone. The front brake is over here on my bike. I took it before, my friend actually wanted it, but he actually doesn't mind because he says rear brake is better for him. So, that saves me the trouble. We are going to clean this bike, get it all done. I did clean the tires, but I didn't really clean the frame too much. So we are going to get that done. This bike can go back over there. This bike is going to get cleaned, and that bike is going to get cleaned. So I'm going to get back to you as soon as I move things around and get things sorted in a nice, cleaning, orderly fashion. After sorting out and moving things. So the first bike we're going to be cleaning today is my bike. I don't really know what to call this bike except for Colorado Electric. This sticker is not meant to be here. This is not. But to give you more detail and context on where I found this bike I found almost 2 years ago now. I found it just sitting on the side near a construction site, no seat. It wasn't really locked up, but it had this lock on it. It had a lock around the handlebars, and I took it off, thankfully. I got everything to fit my proportions, put a seat on it, put a front brake on it, and I started riding that around, and it has been wonderful. 3 months ago, the back tire decided to pop. I have no clue how. I wasn't even riding it. I have no clue, so it just decided to pop. So I repaired it using a spare tire that I had. These are, I think, 28-inch to 30-inch tires, and I put a 26-inch inner tubing inside of it. However, we are going to be cleaning this, getting this as clean as humanly possible. So I am going to put you far away, kind of. I'm actually going to move things whilst recording. So as you can see, this is what we're going to be using as well. We're going to be using this jet. That, I don't know why it dropped, but we're going to be using that to pump up the tires to make sure everything's up to spec. And then we got our cleaning solution right there. Alright, so I'm going to set you up here. I got all my wrenches, screwdrivers, my Allen keys, just to make sure everything's tight. I got my WD-40. This is a legend at getting rust. So I'm just gonna sit you down, and everything's gonna be just right. So yeah, don't watch the fit too much. Everything is a-okay. Let's just get this bike clean. We're gonna set it to our lovely friend Jet. Actually no, let's go flat. Since I'm not really putting a battery in this thing anytime soon, there's no need for you to really worry. It's gonna be fine. Okay, let's do this. Let's add a bit more power. So there we go, added a bit more power. There's a lot of spider webs on this, so we're gonna have to clean it out. Okay. There are a lot of spider webs on this bike. I don't know if you can catch that on camera. Yes, you can. So there's spider webs here, there, everywhere. There's some in the wheels, some in the spokes, a couple up in here. Because it's summer in England, it's just spiders are trying to find every place possible to sleep and rest and get home. But however, not on my bike, buddy. You got a whole bush over there. So what we're gonna do, we are just gonna give it a nice scrub. We're gonna be using our scrubber, and then we're gonna be using this damn sponge. This sponge has been abused. However, we are gonna be using the scrubber. So sit back, relax, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So this scrubber, it looks like it's for horses, but it's really not. Let's get this bike all scrubbed up. So that was the quickest scrub I've really ever had to do, but spider webs are gone, so sorry little spiders, but not on my bike, not today. We aren't going to clean the actual tread of the tire because there's no real point, it's going to get dirty anyway. But we are going to clean with the sponge, go over it again, but because we're using, an actual sponge, we're going to be scrubbing all the little dirts that the scrubber actually can't get out, which is good. We're not going to really clean the seat. Like you can see, it is a bit rusty there. WD-40 won't hurt, and a little bit of a scrub. Yeah, let's get that done. So after a good scrub, as you can see, it's all soaked down. We ain't gonna let it sit there for too long. Whilst that's doing, we are gonna make sure the tires are completely pumped up. With our trusty little pump here. So let's get that sorted. We're gonna do back tires first. Soft. That's good enough. And onto the front. Never mind, the front seems to be pretty much good. Let's just finish washing this. On flat, let's get this out of the way. And as you can see, guys, all done. It might not be the best job known to man, however, there is one thing you need to know. In one of the episodes that we're going to be doing, I'm going to be repainting this bike complete black. And you are going to be able to see this bike being painted. Don't worry, I'm not going to be painting the brake discs. I'm not going to be painting the tires. I'm just going to be painting the bike black. Every part that you see that's white will be blackened out. I am going to deck this bike with a lot of different mods and stuff, such as a bit here. So what I wanted to do when me and my friend go riding on bikes, and I wanted to show you guys, was to literally just sit there and record the riding, the racing. That sounded crazy, but the racing, and show you how fast we really go when we're riding our bikes, because we zoom in the parks and stuff. So it might not be perfect, but all of them are actually flat with the paint, so everything's okay there. We are going to be using car spray paint because that's the only spray paint that they sell in my area for some odd reason, and I'm not bothered to go online because that's just long. So, and it's pretty much cheap. It's actually cheap. It's only £2 for spray paint. So we're going to be taking this decal off and repaint it, let it dry, and then stick that bad boy back on. This seat's staying. This seat is definitely staying. I don't know what I'm doing apart from that. We are going to add some lights for when it's night time and I go on a ride. I'm going to add some lights to the tires to make it look sick. But other than that, that's that bike all done and all clean to my standard. The tires perfect, the brakes perfect, everything about it's perfect. So we're just going to move it out of the way and we're going to go on to my friend's bike, and that's going to be a lot more difficult because it doesn't have a stand. My bike's literally one of the most easiest bikes to do because it literally has the stand. But what we're going to do instead is just going to flip the bike upside down and then clean it that way, so it's a lot more easier. And then we're going to move on to my other friend's bike, just making sure. We're going to move on to this one, make sure that one's clean to my standard and everything's going to be perfect. I'm sorry for the construction noises in the background. I wish I have done this on a weekend where there's none, but unfortunately that's not the case, so I'm sorry about that. I am going to try cut most of it out, put things together, try edit the video, put some music in, my music from my channel, hopefully, and just sit back. And we're going to just move bikes around, get things sorted again, and clean that bike, then clean that bike, and that's the whole video done. And I'll go into further detail why we made this YouTube channel. We are back, and I am quite surprised. So when I picked up the bike, I was expecting it to be having a lot of dirt on it, but it's mainly just the rust where I found it. So I found this bike, how long ago was it now? A couple months ago, actually. A couple months ago I found this bike, and it was pretty bad, but it won't hurt just to give it a little scrub and a little bit of a clean, just to get it how I want it. It's just a bit of a shame that these won't come out. I've tried WD-40, I've tried E4050, which is another just lubricant cleaning stuff. I've used bleach, dish soap, everything you could possibly get your hands on, and I can't seem to get that out. So, really, dude? Thank you. So what we're going to be doing instead is I'm going to ask my friend if he wouldn't mind if I paint the white black, because I think that will just look better in general. We might leave the shocks white, but just do that bit black just to hide the rust and that. Hopefully he will say yes, because I would not mind doing that, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, let's just give this bike a clean, get this bike all done and dusted. because man, I love this bike. My friend's really lucky I found it, because he would not have a bike right now. But other than that, we're just gonna give this the same clean as we did with the bike over there. Damn, look at the shine on that. Jesus, I did a good job. Did a great job. So now we're gonna be moving on to that. And by the way, this video is being recorded on my phone, so it's not the best quality. I'm hoping it's actually okay and readable, but other than that, mate, I don't know what to tell you. So let's just get that all clean, and then everything will be okay. Let's get this all clean. We're going to be doing the exact same thing as we did before. We're just going to be using the scrubber, scrubbing all the grime and bits off, making sure we don't rip the decal, because if we rip the decal, everything's going to be pretty shit. But other than that, this thing should be okay. So So this bike is not actually that much dirtier than the other one. Just a couple of stuff we have to do. And then of course we're going to be going in with the beloved sponge. Just taking off all the grime and stuff like that. The scrubber can actually get to. Okay. Well, with this bike, the wheels are actually pumped to spec, so I'm happy about that one. That should not be there. Getting there. Cool. So, the bike is actually clean. We can move on pretty quickly from this bike compared to the last one, so I'm happy about that one. And that's it for this bike. So that's pretty good. we got one more bike to do, and then we're done with this video, and then I'll go into how and why we made this channel, if that makes sense. Because we have the gaming channel, we got our separate channels, and then we have this channel, and I'll go into further detail why we made this channel, if that makes sense. So sit back, sit tight. I have the last bike in the back. Last bike to do, and then we're done with cleaning. I don't mind cleaning the bikes, it's maintaining them, so it's good shit. Bike. Everything works to its teeth. So it's what I'm impressed about, that I rebuilt bikes for my friends. I rebuild them. My friend's bike over there, the one that we just washed not too long ago, he helped me in a way to get the chain to work. So I give him props for that one, I'll shout him out. But other than that, I fixed up the bike and got it working for him. He did the chain, I did the rest of the bike. And me doing this is actually teaching my friend how to fix a bike by himself without my help. So then we got my other friend's bike. It's a little BMX, he's a short guy. I'm not trying to shout him out, but it's a little BMX. It has nylon tires that I just fixed. Technically, I didn't really do much. All I did was repump the tires, fix up the chain, check the brakes, and everything seems to work fine. So I'm really, really impressed by that. And the gear on the pedal gear is very small compared to the green one. But other than that, I like this bike. It has a really cool design to it. Let's get it cleaned up for my friend, get everything sorted. Let's do it. Okay. Interesting. What I find interesting about this bike is it's named Voodoo. I don't know if that's just a decal kit or the actual name of the bike, but it's actually named Voodoo. I'll report back to you when I'm done scrubbing with the sponge. Very interesting. Very interesting. and then that's the bike all scrubbed. Voodoo, I really don't know where this bike was made. I don't know why it's called Voodoo, but whatever the case is, it's a nice BMX for my friend. He doesn't know that I have this yet, so this is going to be one of the best surprises for him. I'm very lucky that I found this thing for him. We are going to clean up the spokes of the tyre in the front, spokes of the tyre in the back, because I see a bit of webs and a bit of feathers. And other than that, this bike is fresh. We're just going to use the jet first and then we'll sort that bit out. I flopped that, but that's this bike all done. I'm very happy I'm going to give this to my friend because this is a very nice BMX. I don't particularly like BMXs, I'm going to say it. Hold on. I don't like them because they only have one gear. I don't like them because they don't go that fast. But other than that, well, and another thing, they're quite small. As you can see, the size of my bike compared to that one is absolutely absurd. But I can greatly say that this bike will fit his size than mine, of course, and my other friend, which he has a whole mountain bike, and I prefer mountain bikes. Even though, let me show you. Even though my bike has, of course, only one gear, as you can see. Let me show you, it's better here. We've got big gear to tiny gear, which is a 2-to-1 gear ratio, I think. 2-to-1? I'm not too sure. But as you can see, that one's better than, that's like, I have no clue. It's probably the same. But another thing, my one's not chain. My one's something else. I don't even know. So, I'm very happy that all these bikes are very clean. But I'll get them all in line and then I'm going to go over why we made this channel. Everything all done. Let me go into further detail why we thought of making this channel. So we have other hobbies outside of just gaming and music and whatnot. We have biking, and biking is one of my favorite hobbies, and it could be yours as well. So we have my bike, Colorado Cycles, powerful, powerhouse, sturdy, no suspension, but a powerhouse. Then we have my friend's bike, as you can see, Voodoo, no clue. And then we got my friend's bike, Outrider Apollo. Oh shit, that wasn't very nice. I don't know why that happened, but whatever. And then we got that. So we made this channel specifically because of that. And we just wanted to show what we do outside of just that, gaming and stuff, to show our other hobbies. And we are thinking about, when we get the funds and whatnot, to make our own car. And of course, I take care of bikes like how you guys would take care of your car. I love bikes. I'll take care of them, I'll clean them, I'll maintain them, I'll love them off like they're my child. As weird as that's to say, we got this bike just chilling out in the back. That is a spare parts bike for the Voodoo. It's literally just a parts bike for the bike there, just in case if a tire pops on this one, we got that one we can replace a tire with. What I am going to do eventually though is, you see this bell? It slightly works, so I am going to put it on the Voodoo. Other than that, that's the only other modification I will put to any of these bikes for now. Of course, I am going to paint this bike black. Can't wait for that. Battery is a never. We don't really need it, but if I'm offered a battery, if it's on sale for this specific bike with that, then I'm gonna take it. But it's already been doused in water, been left out in the rain, so there's no much point for me to do that. These two, I'm not sure about modifications. I'll have to ask my friends. The Voodoo is a gift to my other friend. The Apollo is my friend's bike. The one that I do videos with, Oliver. That's his bike. Then we got my friend, Tommy, and then we got me, David, or DSJ, as you all would know me by due to my music channel. So I think you should go check out our other channels, Boystwist Gaming, Level, and DSJ Beats, because it helps us out a ton and makes us know that you like what we do. Good stuff. We're not forcing you. It's your own choice if you want to subscribe and join the journey of the Boys Twist. So this is the channel Project Boys Twist, and then we have Boystwist Gaming. And when you hear boys, it's mainly just me and my friend, but we're gonna have a third. Not for gaming. This is only for this channel. A third. We're gonna be doing stunts and whatnot. Them two specifically. Me, I got a heavier bike. My bike weighs a ton compared to these. However, my friend's bike is almost the same weight. I think it's because of the shock and the material is, I don't know, but it's almost the same weight. It's almost just as heavy. That is light as hell. The Voodoo is light as hell. So me and my friend, we're gonna just communicate more about this. I'm gonna edit this video while we're talking, and we might go for a bike ride today, which will also help with getting a video out. We ride no hands and whatnot. So yeah, and this is gonna be one of the greatest Boys Twist channels to ever exist. We're gonna be racing, riding, going all over my town. Yeah, my town. In all three of these bikes, we're going to be racing, we're going to be doing stunts, we're going to be learning, we're going to be upgrading, and then eventually we're going to move up to cars. I already know a lot about cars due to my course and what I do in college. I don't know why I'm slightly lagging. I find that funny to believe. I'm sorry for the jittering. Keep in mind this was taken on my phone. I apologize. But once we do all of this and we get enough subscribers and enough funding, not from you guys, no, but from what we do outside of YouTube, we are going to be moving up to making our own car. So if you've seen my channel, well, not my channel, if you've seen the Boystwist channel and you went on automation, we're going to be making one of the cars I have made. So stay tuned for that, subscribe for that, like the video, just so we know. We're going to be doing other stuff like sports, because this is Project Boys Twist. It's not gaming, it's just what we do outside of gaming on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, let us know, add a comment, say what we need to improve when we're doing this type of stuff, and we will see you in the next video. It will come out whenever we go on a bike ride, whenever we are ready, whenever I'm cleaning or upgrading the bikes, whenever my friend's upgrading or cleaning the bikes, and maybe we'll go on a bit of an adventure to find another bike, repair it, and give it to somebody else for free. because a lot of people know how to ride a bike and they don't have a bike. So we might do that another time. However, these three, me, Tommy, and Oliver, is Project Boys Twist. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Please add a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.